your legacy when your parents went there, when we couldn't go there, counts. That other things such as where you live counts. These are the reasons why we have to make sure that no matter how Fisher is decided, that we fight to make sure that our children, all children, have the right to a higher education. That is key. The second case is very, very crucial. That is Shelby County versus Holder. Shelby County, Alabama, has brought a facial challenge to Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act. That Section 5, we should remember, is that critical law that said, and when it was instituted in 1965, that all the states that had a history of racial discrimination in voting has to have any electoral changes or any laws pre-cleared by the Department of Justice or by the Federal District Court for the District of Columbia to make sure that they won't have a discriminatory impact. So guess what, folks? When the law had to be reauthorized in 2011,